In recent years, the term shadow docket has emerged from the world of legal academia and entered the public consciousness, raising alarms about how the highest court in the United States is making some of its most impactful decisions. Unlike the traditional docket, where cases are fully briefed, argued in open court, and accompanied by written opinions, the shadow docket refers to rulings issued without oral arguments, often without full briefing, and frequently without any explanation at all. These decisions are typically handed down through emergency orders, procedural rulings, or stays. And while such actions have long been part of the Supreme Court's routine functioning, their increasing use in politically and socially sensitive cases has sparked significant controversy. Originally meant to handle administrative issues or urgent requests, the shadow docket has evolved into a powerful tool capable of reshaping national policy without the transparency typically expected from the judicial process. In recent years, the court has used this method to rule on issues involving immigration, religious freedoms, pandemic related restrictions, death penalty cases, and abortion laws. Perhaps the most high profile example came in 2021 when the court declined to block a Texas law effectively banning most abortions after 6 weeks. The decision, issued via a one-paragraph order with no majority opinion and little reasoning, sent shockwaves through legal and political circles. Critics argue that such rulings bypass the traditional vetting process, which includes public argument and detailed justification, thereby eroding public trust in the court's impartiality and integrity. The lack of transparency has led some legal scholars and public officials to question whether the court is functioning as a neutral arbiter or as an increasingly politicized body. Because these decisions are often unsigned and unexplained, it is difficult to hold individual justices accountable for the outcomes. Furthermore, the rapid timeline in which these cases are decided can leave lower courts, legal practitioners, and the public without guidance, creating confusion about the state of the law. Even within the court, there have been signs of discomfort. Justices like Elena Kagan and Sonia Sotomayor have publicly criticized the shadow docket for lacking both procedural fairness and public visibility, while others, including Justice Samuel Alito, have defended it as a necessary and appropriate judicial function. The growing reliance on the shadow docket comes at a time when public confidence in the Supreme Court is already under strain. With life-tenured justices wielding increasing influence over urgent matters through expedited and often opaque decisions, the debate over the shadow docket is ultimately a debate about democracy, accountability, and the rule of law. As the court continues to make consequential decisions in the shadows, questions remain about whether reforms are necessary to ensure that its immense power is exercised in a way that upholds the principles of justice and transparency.